Friday Night Football, and it's the Crows versus the visiting team. Hello, I'm Dennis Cometti. Two teams from the top. The game has commenced.
Both teams will want to make their mark early.
More bounce than a dodgy check. O'Brien with the tap. Jacobs tackles too high on Walker. Sends it on its way. Great grab. Talia decides to play on. Taken by Mitchell. He plays on now. Marked by Kennedy. Kennedy taking a chance at goal. Kennedy gets the first goal of the match. The ruckman conscious of where their teammates are. They wait for the bounce. O'Brien with the punch. A favourable bounce. Almost a touch of synchronised swimming about that mark. That was the peg. Betts choosing to play on. Chalk up a goal for the visiting team. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. Here's the bounce. Deftly palmed to advantage. Martin onto the ball. He kicks inside 50. Kennedy takes it well. He decides to play on. Kennedy did well then. He's bagged a couple now. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. O'Brien decisively. Nice torpedo, Jacobs. Perfect timing from Betts. Let's hope the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. Umpire bounces the ball. Punched by O'Brien. He controls the bouncing ball. Nice torpedo, Jacobs. Kennedy takes it well. He wants to play on. The ball is hammered towards goal by Kennedy. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Tap to advantage. Takes control of the bouncing ball. Pick up by Dangerfield. He has a mighty kick at the footy. Advantage, says the umpire. Hall takes the mark.
Hall needs to do a little bit more work on his jumping. He can get some good height, but it's the timing that's not quite there. Concentrating hard as he lines up the goal. The mark will be paid. It's played on. That's a very bad kick, Kennedy. You beauty.
The ruckman conscious of where their teammates are. They wait for the bounce. Leave it nicely outclassing that Nui. Jacobs kicks from the pack. Scoops up the bouncing ball. Crouched with the kick. Strong mark.
Martin. He's pretty good at hangers. He just needs to work on getting some more height if he really wants to master the skill.
The bounce is dead straight. Lever gets the tap. Walker is able to grab it on the half volley. The umpire says, give it to me. Good fist. Walker controls. A clean pickup. Approaching the goals now. Never looked like going through. That score is not going to help them very much. He'll be disappointed with that effort. Kennedy wants to play on. He puts some power into that kick. An easy grab for Wines.
Wines wears his heart on his sleeve and he just bleeds for this footy club. Crouch gets the bouncing ball, passes by hand. Lever with the kick. Kennedy gets the upper hand. Puts boot to ball. That's a mark.
Betts plays it on. Grabs the footy. And that's the end of the first term. The visiting team 42 to Adelaide 1.
We'll be happy with the early scoreboard.
The players have received their instructions and they're ready to start play again.
Always make a total effort, even when the odds are against you.
Nice torpedo, Martin. And the ball goes over the boundary line. We'll have a throw-in. The throw is accurate. O'Brien with the mighty fist. Rioli collects it. He's got the head down as he charges home for goal. The visiting team by 7 goals.
Let's play on.
He'll be disappointed with that effort. The ball crosses the line. The umpire says, throw it in. The ball has been thrown in. O'Brien with the punch. He has the ball, finding the running player. Franklin gathers. What was the intention of that kick, Richard?
That's just a waste of a kick there.
Good mark by Betts, going for goal number 3. Now that miss could prove costly. I would have expected him to nail that. Cheney to bring it in. He'll be happy with that. Gets his first. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. O'Brien with the first touch. Jacobs gathers. Delivers the footy with a beautiful drop punt. He's got the head down as he charges home for goal. Fantastic goal by Lynch. This lead getting bigger now.
Lynch is the man to go to. He thrives on pressure. Give him the ball and he just does the rest.
Jacobs kicks it. The opposition forgot about him and he takes the easy mark. Rioli plays on. Wow, what a nose for those loose balls. Leitner is streaming past and gets the footy. Boots it. Steady hands there as he holds that one.
The Crows just can't buy a mark out there. They need to start looking for some easier options when moving forward and try and get some marks inside forward 50.
You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Walker hits it. Lucky bounce collected. Chips it down towards half forward. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. A chance to add one more to his tally. Nice work from Rioli. The visiting team with the advantage as they lead the Crows 68-1.
Rioli is a very intelligent guy. He always seems to make the right decisions no matter what's happening on field around him.
Kennedy has a great set of hands. Fantastic mark. The visiting team have scored the last 9 goals. The visiting team lead Adelaide.
Kennedy puts on his kicking boots and instantly has the ability to win a game off his own boot.
Choose to kick it. Westhoff looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one.
Westhoff obviously loves playing for the club. I can't imagine him being anywhere else. Lynch has got it.
Ruckman awaiting the bounce. Good bounce. Walker directs it down. Laird gets the ball. They've conceded possession. Wines heading in. Watch his style. Has it got the carry? The visiting team lead the Crows 80-7. The bounce is dead straight. Clean tap out of the ruck. He picks up the loose ball. Kicks it. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. And looking to add another. That's 2 in a row for the visiting team. The visiting team with a handy break leading the Crows 86-7. Well, it's half-time. What have you got to say, Richo?
Don't give up at half-time. Concentrate on winning the second half as well.
Finally, the third term begins.
There are only 2 options regarding commitment. You're either in or you're out. There is no such thing as life in between.
Nice contested mark by Kennedy. Kennedy likes his chances for goal. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Batted down nicely by O'Brien. Off the side of the boot, terrible kick.
Talia has his feet firmly on the ground and is just a great leader around the club. He plays it on, winds, goes for goal. He really had to make more of that.
He'll be disappointed with that effort. Cheney waiting to bring it back into play. Takes the mark all by himself.
Crouch has got some sure hands. He doesn't often fumble the loose ball. He takes a strong mark. He kicks the ball. A nice contested mark. Mitchell with the kick. Kennedy just wanted it more then. Kennedy shoots for goal.
You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce.
O'Brien seems like he's enjoying his footy. I think he's going to be around for a long time. Kennedy with the ball. Kennedy takes a shot straight into the woodwork. I reckon he's a little bit unlucky there.
He'll be disappointed with that effort.
Cheney's got good knowledge of the game and he can see the events unfolding in front of him, but he just needs to react a little faster.
He'll be disappointed with that effort.
Cheney has some potential and he'll really be able to unlock that potential if he has some continuous effort. He slams that on the boot. Seedsman boots it. Great hands. He decides to play it on. Betts with the pickup. Betts shoots for goal. It's on its way. Nice kick.
All is in readiness. There's the bounce. O'Brien punches, controlled by Jacobs. He brings it out of the pack. Kennedy knows he needs to hang on to them. Right now he looks like a man in a darkened room trying to discover where all the furniture is. He'll be disappointed with that effort. Cheney waiting for his teammates to break. They're using the Tokyo subway play. Umpire bounces the ball. O'Brien with a big fist on it. Sloan puts it on the boot. Forward momentum. His enemy there as he crossed the line. Looks like we'll have a throw-in. Thrown in majestically. O'Brien directs it down. Talia gathers it. He kicked that one like my mother. Marked by Franklin. He chooses to play on. Boots it. Kennedy wins the marking contest. Kennedy launches one towards goal.
Has an abundance of quality mids and small forwards, and they are just running rings around the Crows. They aren't worried about playing on because they know they're probably going to get better shots at goal on the run.
Here's a long kick. Nice contested mark by Rioli. Having a big day going for goal number 4.
Has an abundance of quality mids and small forwards, and they are just running rings around the Crows. They aren't worried about playing on because they know they're probably going to get better shots at goal on the run.
The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Well, it could be worse, I suppose, Richo.
He just sprayed that one. He should have put more thought into that.
He'll be happy with that. That is number 10. There's been a lot to enjoy in the third quarter. The scores are the visiting team 132, the Crows 7.
If Adelaide could going to stay...
The players are starting to feel the strain of the first 3 quarters now.
Push yourself again and again. Don't give an inch until the final siren sounds.
Great grab. Hodge launches it. He takes an uncontested mark. Rioli opts to play on, going for goal number 5. They say you miss 100% of the shots you never take, so hopefully he can just shrug that one off. The visiting team starting to exert some dominance over Adelaide with a lead of 133 to 7. Disappointing kick there. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it.
Douglas is good, but he doesn't always find that best option while in congestion. Seedsman kicks it. Natanui marks it. He slams that on the boot. He takes a strong mark. Kennedy wants to play on. That's a goal.
The visiting team have scored the last 8 goals. That could be the final nail in the coffin. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. O'Brien got a fist on it. He gets his hands on the footy. The umpire will ball it up. Big leap. Wines gains possession. He lays it on the boot for a giant kick. Nice hands. Rioli shins it. Well, for me, a few words come to mind for that kick, but none of them are allowed on air. What are your thoughts, Richo?
It's a mongrel kick.
Disappointing kick there. The bounce is straight as an arrow. O'Brien aims for his man on the ground. Kennedy controls. Mistimes the kick. Out of bounds it goes. Throw in from the boundary line. The ball has been thrown in. First hand's important. He gains possession. O'Brien running off. He spent so much time on the bench this season, he probably gets his mail delivered there. Mitchell with the football. He has the ball. He's taken the ball over the line. Ruckman hard at it. Good tap from Walker. Dangerfield picks it up. He's heading for home. Goes wide for a behind. He'll be disappointed with that effort. Needs someone to break hard. He's ready to bring it back into play.
Has an abundance of quality mids and small forwards, and they are just running rings around Adelaide. They aren't worried about playing on because they know they're probably going to get better shots at goal on the run.
He plays on. Betts kicks for goal. Almost, but not quite. I would have expected him to nail that. Cheney has a fair kick on him. I expect him to roost this down the middle. Hall with the mark.
That's a very bad kick. It's going. The huge kick makes it through the goals.
Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce.
Well, one thing's for sure, you can't blame the Adelaide ruckman for his team's position. He's been winning everything out of the ruck, but he's getting no support from his teammates. Kennedy with a point.
Disappointing kick there. Bumps the pigskin. It was all his.
Martin. He's just got a lot of tricks in the bag, which makes him so very hard to stop. He's also got an amazing highlight reel. Kennedy boots it. He gets the upper hand. Kennedy shoots for goal. They're in front.
A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Walker decisively. And will get a ball up. Walker gets onto the ball. He kicks the ball out of congestion. Strong mark. He wants to play on. He's missed it. And the final result is the visiting team 168 and Adelaide 7. Thanks for joining us as always. It's been a pleasure. We look forward to seeing you back soon. Round. Here we go. It's Carlton versus the visiting team. With the ball now. Jacobs is able to squeeze a kick through the pack. The spilled ball is collected. Fails to dispose of it correctly. What was that? He's put it out on the full. That drop punt works well for Palmer. He was never going to get that. Gets boot to leather. A mark by Bland. A desperate kick there. And the mark will be paid. Gets boot to leather. Doherty picks it up. Handballs. Sends it on its way. A good mark under the circumstances.
Martin would have to be one of the most consistent performers in the competition. He's the type of player every coach loves to have in his side.
It's not the score he was looking for. Doherty clears it out of the 50. He gets above the crowd. Martin going for number 1. It's in the air. It's not the score he was looking for. Mitchell intercepts the bouncing ball. Is it high enough, long enough, straight enough? Jams it on the boot. White wins the marking contest. Jams it on the boot now. Over the top of the pack.
Kennedy has a lot of passion for this game. You can see it every time he steps onto the field. He's an inspiration to all players around him.
Kicks. Armfield takes the mark. Kicks it. Pointless attempt by Cruiser. Tackled, but gets the handball off. Surely that wasn't the plan, Richo.
He just sprayed that one. He should have put more thought into that.
Kennedy choosing to play on. The visiting team get a goal. That will settle his nerves. The first goal is always welcome. More bounce than a dodgy chip. Nat Nui not even close to getting a hit out. He might have to take a leaf out of the Karate Kid and sweep the knee. The ball in the hands of Wines. He runs for home. All eyes are watching. Disappointing kick there. Looks like he's going to go long. Rioli just kicked it where he was aiming. He was aiming through the behinds, I think. That's one area of his game that does need improvement. It's not the score he was looking for. Rioli has a great set of hands. Fantastic mark. 2 goals up for the visiting team. That's one area of his game that does need improvement. Rioli goes goalward. It's true. A dead straight bounce. Guided down nicely by Cruiser. He's got the football now. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Kennedy decides to play on. Never looked like going through. But they narrowed the goalpost at one end. That ball is just not hitting the target for the visiting team. Disappointing kick there. He's missed. Was that a brave attempt or a stupid attempt, Richard?
Definitely wasn't brave.
It's not the score he was looking for. Betts opts to play on. He runs out of room and crosses the boundary line. The ball has been tossed in. Cruiser taps it. Kennedy gathers. Shags that one. Never looked like going through. That's one area of his game but does need improvement. Oh, you can really tell he loves taking a contested mark. A quick break and we're back at it.
Persistence can change failure into extraordinary achievement.
Right with the ball. There'll be a ball up in the centre square. Cleared by Cruiser. Kicks the skin off it. Betts has it. He wants to play on. Kennedy chucks the ball away. A lot of possessions for him. You can see that happening right after it left his boot. Look at that behind tally for the visiting team. Lots of wasted opportunities there.
Let's play on.
It's not the score he was looking for.
Doherty's shown a lot of character with his recent performances.
Cruising with the mighty fist. He boots it from the pack. Almost a touch of synchronized swimming about that mark. Minus the peg. Rioli has the chance to add one more to his tally. Methodically, the umpire bounces it beautifully. Cruzik with the tap. Mitchell kicks an ugly-looking one here. I think it came off the other side of the boot. And the ball goes over the boundary line, close to goal. It looks like the umpire has decided it's a boundary throw-in. Huge leap. Puts the head down as he runs in. Mitchell scores with a beautiful kick. The Ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. The ball is bounced. Huge leap. Jacobs controls. Sends the ball into the 50. Kennedy grabs that one. The visiting team get the scoreboard ticking over with that goal. Kennedy getting them further in front. Cruiser got a fist on it. Jacobs sticks out his hands and collects the ball. Out of bounds it goes. Cruising off for Carlton. Phillips hits it. He gathers the loose ball. Wines takes a shot at goal. That's 6 in a row for the visiting team. The visiting team leads by 52. One down by Phillips. Casanova would have been jealous of that pickup. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. Kennedy, not wasting time, elects to play on. Rioli kicks for goal. Chalk up a goal for the visiting team. That's 7 in a row for the visiting team. The visiting team with the upper hand in this match, and it shows on the scoreboard, leading 58-0.
They're just really comfortable kicking for goal on the run because it's just an extension of their normal field kicking, and they have absolutely no issues there.
Out of bounds, dangerous spot near the goal. Gains possession. Kennedy is streaming past and gets the footy. The visiting team over. The Blues by 64. There's the bounce.
I think the Blues mids will be saying to the rest of the team that they've lived up to their end of the deal. They're dominating the clearances, but they aren't seeing any reward for their work on the scoreboard.
Disappointing kick there. He's looking for options now. Betts going for number 1. Disappointing kick there. Doherty boots it. Nat Nui will be upset with that. He takes control of the loose ball. He gets another possession. He puts it out of bounds on the full. Doherty kicks it. The second term is just about to wrap up. Punishing kick from Wines. Nice mark under pressure. Puts the head down as he runs in. Nice kick. That's 4 goals. And that puts them further in front. The bounce straight down. Phillips with a big fist on it. Second half is underway.
The difference between the impossible and the possible lies in a person's determination.
Jacobs intercepts the bouncing ball. The ball finds its way into the grateful clutches of the opposition. Nice work from Wines. This kick has extended their lead. There's the bounce. Good tap from Cruiser. He gathers the loose ball. Jacobs gets it out of the crowd. Betts enjoying a height advantage. He chooses to play on. Holding the ball is the call. Hand passes. White just squeezes the kick out. The loose ball picked up. Dangerfield kicks from the pack. Takes it well. He wants to play on. Shot at goal by Kennedy. The visiting team lead the Blues 79-0. I would have expected him to nail that. Goal to the visiting team.
have just backed their pace and skills, and they've been rewarded on the scoreboard. It's been pretty impressive.
The ruckman, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce. So well timed. Picked by Martin. Marked by Kennedy. Played on. He's looking to add another. Richo, help me out here. What was he thinking?
Your guess is as good as mine.
If they narrowed the goalpost at one end, that ball is just not hitting the target that the visiting team. I would have expected him to nail that. The visiting team by 87. He gets above the crowd. And he's heading for home. Wins the hardball. Rioli choosing to play on. He really should have made more of that. I would have expected him to nail that. Doherty waiting for his teammates to break. They're using the Tokyo subway play.
Has an abundance of quality mids and small forwards, and they are just running rings around the Blues. They aren't worried about playing on because they know they're probably going to get better shots at goal on the run.
Ruckman awaiting the bounce.
Well, one thing's for sure, you can't blame the Blues ruckman for his team's position. He's been winning everything out of the ruck, but he's getting no support from his teammates.
That's one area of his game that does need improvement. Misjudged the stopping distance there and runs over the line.
A good hit out there. Murphy with the football. Selwood kicks for goal. Lead.
Ruckman awaiting the bounce. The bounce is straight up and down. Kruzik with first hands to the ball. Jams it on the boot. White grabbed high by Selwood. Not a pretty drop punt, but it gets away okay. Well done to keep it alive under pressure. Kicks it across the ground. Has he? Yes, he's paid it.
Kennedy is one of the cleanest marks of the football in the game. He steadies now in front of goal. Magnificent kick of the footy.
The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Not long before the end of the quarter, Phillips got the hit out. A stab kick from Murphy. Shuick marks it. Wayward with the kick. Betts takes it well. He plays on. And the last quarter of this match is underway.
It's not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get up.
Not sure what he was trying to attempt there, but the ball has changed possession. A mark by Rioli. He plays on now. He's been seized with the ball that's going to be holding it. Sends the Sharon on its way. Chernow with the mark. Sends it on its way. Great mark over the pack. Gets the ball out of heavy traffic. Hall puts his head down and runs in. To be generous, you'd say he was just wide of the mark with that shot. That's one area of his game that does need improvement.
Doherty is one of those talented players with a golden boot. His kicks are fantastic.
The ball mopped up. Jacobs kicks it a long way. Marked by Rioli. He wants to play on. Here he is going for goal number 7.
Rioli's just got a lot of tricks in the bag, which makes him so very hard to stop. He's also got an amazing highlight reel.
The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. He plays on. Perfect kick. Kennedy increases the lead. Here we go. Tapped by Cruiser. Lucky bounce collected. Jacobs gets it out of the crowd. Almost a touch of synchronized swimming about that mark. Minus the peg. Rioli shoots it. Goes wide for a behind. I would have expected him to nail that. Run control to Major Tom. Has he? Yes, he's paid it.
Armfield doesn't have the strongest marking hands in the league, but he's certainly very, very handy on the lead. And the ball goes over the boundary line. He taps the ball. Lamb with the ball. Great move to be able to work into an uncontested position. Curnow with the kick. Dangerfield with good strong hands.
Kennedy takes the mark. He plays on. That's holding the ball. He did have prior opportunity. A big kick by Doherty. Nice hands. His stab kick once killed a small dog. I'm kidding. The dog was huge. He had perfect control over the ball right up until the minute he kicked it. Disappointing kick there. Plays onto himself. Nice contested mark by Hall.
He boots it. Kennedy with the ball. He plays on with it. Magnificent goal.
Ruckman awaiting the bounce. The bounce is dead straight.
Carlton midfielders are well and truly on top in this match. They're winning everything at the stoppages. You have to wonder what the rest of their team are doing. This midfield can't keep carrying the team all game. That's a goal.
Ruckman, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce. Cruiser with the mighty fist. Franklin gets the ball. He lays it on the boot for a giant kick. The opposition forgot about him, and he takes the easy mark. The visiting team add one to their tally. The second goal for Selwood, and that puts them further in front. Punched by Cruiser. Jacobs kicks it from the pad. Not the most exciting match. The final result, the visiting team won.